And stepping in is the speedy Jason Churio. Foul ball there. And a foul ball. Righty delivers. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Churio checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. So up next, Cole Young. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Young with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Now here is Travis Bazzana. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And it's fouled away. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Condon gets under it, corrals it, and that is that. Middle of the first. Back at Truist Park, second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Xavier Isaac. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Gets it to first. One up, one down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Condon on his way over. Snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Walker Jenkins. Up and in, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Right side. Handles, throws to first, and that is the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Noble Meyer.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best.
Bob Banks getting locked in. So 2 down at the plate. Bob Banks showing some real power recently. More than a homer per game in the last 10. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. This one is labeled.
Come on, ball. Get out of here. Get out of here.
And a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. And it's a 2-out double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Man, that pitch was tattooed. 108 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that's usually going to get you a knock. Well struck, out to left. Bangs off the wall. He makes the turn and digs for second base. In at second with a 2-out double. All over that one. Maybe not quite the right launch angle exit velo combination to leave the yard, but he did a really nice job pounding that one to deep left. Extra bases are always appreciated. Takes it to the bag alone. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Here's the catcher, Luke Maile. And the 0-1 now. Left field getting pretty deep. Hits the fence. He turns and heads for second. The throw in. That's a double. And you can bet he feels really good about that one. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. Now we'll see if they can crack the scoreboard first. The 0-1. Swing and a rocket.
Get out of
This one has a chance. Brings it in at the wall. And he blasted that one to straightaway center, but with the wind blowing in, it's pretty hard to poke one out to that location. Tough luck. This one is labeled. Pretty deep, it's got a chance.
Hit me, relay.
Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall. One down. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Bob Banks. 1 for 3. That one is absolutely pummeled. It's carrying. It bangs off the wall. Now around second and digging for 3. At third now with 1 away. That's a triple. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Fly ball down the line. Carrying near the fence. And that's a foul ball. 2 away here, nobody
Now
on.
batting,
Stepping to the plate
8.
for Tulsa, Mike Sirota. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. That keeps the inning going. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Yoendry Vargas. Ground ball to second. Wilson. That is the ball game. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did it. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Tulsa, Bob Banks. Swings and jolts one to left.
Get out of here.
It's off the wall. Around first and heading for second. To second, but way too late. Safe there. No time wasted here. Great swing. Everything
Now
right on time. He squared it up really well. No surprise it turned into a double. This ball is crushed deep to left. This one's gonna go. Made the hurdler pay for that one.
Now
A solo
the
shot,
designated
and they
hitter,
add
Bob
to their lead.
Banks.
It's 4-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. That 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with the apes. Embrace your wild side. Banks, already a homer for him in this one. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. An absolutely titanic shot. Did it again. Home run number 2 of the game. And they add a run. It's 6-1. What a game he's having at the plate, showing off some serious slugging ability. Line drive for a base hit. The run scores from third. It's 6-3. Nice job to drive in the run. Good job to stay. Here's the third baseman, Brennan McNair. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to third, Posey. And that's the ball game. Banks made some big contributions for them in the win. 4 hits, 2 of them. Bob Banks, the top prospect. Here's a speed threat, Braden Ward.
For Northwest Arkansas, the center fielder, Braden Ward.
And we're underway.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Next one's fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. On the ground to short. Thompson. Tosses to first, and there's one down. So digging in, Juliano Allende. Too much swing and miss at the plate recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
0-1.
One out and the base is empty. And it's strike 2. That sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat. Struck out swinging. Quick start this evening, 2 out in the top of the first. Digging in for the Naturals, Kale Emshoff. Kicks and delivers. Fouled off down the right side. 0-2, rocks and fires. Fly ball to center. Sirota. And that's the end of the inning. No runs, no hits. Runner at second, 1 away. Next up, the designated hitter, Bob Banks. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Bashes this one to deep left center. And that one's off the top of the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Smoked it into the gap, just not quite the right swing to put it over the wall. Good result anyway. Austin Charles, the leadoff batter, cuts and misses for strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Struck out looking for the backwards K. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Coming up to the dish now for Northwest Arkansas, Blake Mitchell. Mitchell, only 20 years old, a former first-rounder in 2023. Pitcher blew that by him at the plate, and I'm sure he's smiling after that. If the hitter's laying low, though, it could get interesting later in the AB. Fly ball, left field. Sirota on the move. Got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Peyton Wilson.
Peyton Wilson will hit next. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. 2 outs, bases empty. Just misses the mark outside the zone. What a take with 2 strikes. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. 1-2 pitch. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he goes down on strikes. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2. Top half, 3rd inning. Now, Rivertown.
Hey! 0-1.
On the ground to 3rd, Posey. Throws, gets the out, 1 away. Good sinker there and got him to mow the grass a bit for a simple ground out. Nice pitching. Next is the designated hitter, Cam Devaney. 3 hits in the loss last night. And here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. And again on 0-2. Couldn't hold back, run up on strikes. First 2 batters gone in the top of the 3rd. Brendan McNair getting ready to hit. Pop up here, 3rd base side.
Mine, I got it.
And that's the end of the inning. 9 straight. Nobody on with 1 out. Digging in, Bob Banks. Cracked a double the first time at bat. That gets by. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Today's action comes to you courtesy of AC Hines Architecture, the only firm in the area certified to build Escher stairs. Call them today. Welcome back to Tulsa, top of the 4th inning. And that's a strikeout looking. One gone leading off the 4th. Stepping to the plate from Northwest Arkansas, Juliano Allende. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. Pops it up, foul on the left side. Out number 2. And now the first baseman, Cale Emshoff. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side. And that'll do it. So 12 up. We're in the top half of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Austin Charles.
Huh. No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss out in front of that. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters meeting before this game. They're swinging at just about anything. Grounds this one up the middle. And that's it out. The batter now, Blake Mitchell. He swings and fouls one off. 0-1 now. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Got the strikeout looking. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th. And now, Peyton Wilson. Struck out swinging in the first AB. That one fouled off. Wilson goes 5'9", 25 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Drillers batting. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. There's one down. Clearly ready to swing the bat starting off this inning. Tough break with the line out, but a really nice cut. Foul ball there. Strike 2. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at bat. Fly ball out to left field. Munoz. 1 up, 1 down. And now the DH, Cam Devaney. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. With all these first pitch strikes, he's clearly not afraid of contact. This is an aggressive and effective approach. Late with the swing there. Nice job to work both sides of the plate. He's got this hitter inside conscious now. And that's a little bit high. It's 2-2. Such a difficult pitch to lay off of. He goes down looking. Next to hit, Brennan McNair. First time up was a pop-out. Swing and a pop-up, foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swings through it.
No ball. 2 strike.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping in, Braden Ward. And that one fouled off.
Nope, that's away.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. That's a strikeout looking. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Juliano Allende. Pops this up on the infield. Thompson. And a couple of quick outs. Those high fastballs in the zone look so tempting, but it's hard for hitters to get on plane with them. And here's the first baseman, Cale Emshoff. Still good life on that pitch late in this game. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. The Naturals with a 0 in the hit column so far. Got the batter looking for the K, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Brandon Johnson. Coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Pops this one up, foul on the left side. One away. Still cooking to start the 8th, just 5 outs left to get. Blake Mitchell now at the plate. Still a ways to go, but you do not want to move away from this broadcast. Makes the grab, there's 2 gone. And he's really closing in on this now with 4 outs remaining. Digging in for the Naturals, Peyton Wilson. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance. Late with the swing, strike 1. 2 down and nobody aboard. And we're in the top of the 8th. A little up front there, swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got the batter swinging. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. So now 24 have been all set to start the 9th inning in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Rivertown. And everybody watching the mound, he starts the 9th inning working on a perfect game. Fouls one off, out of play, back to our left. The 0-1. On the ground to third. Over to first. And the leadoff batter set down here in the 9th. Cam Devaney digs in now. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Only 1 out remaining. So it's their last chance of the ball game. Here it is, 1 out away from perfection. He's done well to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make him come into the strike zone if they want to get to him. Ground ball to short. This should do it. There it is. History. A perfect game.